Jammu Links News Top Stories is brought to you by Tasya Herbals alcohol-based hand sanitizer with neem and aloe vera extracts, helping India fight COVID-19. Two people, including a driver from Baramulla who was injured in an accident last month, died due to COVID-19 in this summer capital on Tuesday, taking the death toll due to the infection in the Union Territory of J&K to 48. With these deaths, 12 people have lost their lives due to infection during the last 72 hours and 34 people in 21 days in J&K, where the COVID-19 positive cases have surpassed 4,200 mark. Deceased Sarpanch and Congress leader Ajay Pandita, who was killed by terrorists on Monday, was cremated in Jammu earlier on Tuesday. A relative of Pandita said that he had asked for security cover but no security was allocated to him. Earlier on Monday, unidentified terrorists fired upon Congress Sarpanch at Lok Bhavan, Anantnag. Pandita later succumbed to his injuries at a hospital. Pakistani troops on Tuesday morning violated the ceasefire by firing unprovoked along the line of control in Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir. Indian Army, however, is retaliating befittingly to the firing. No injury or major damage has been reported on own side so far. An earthquake of magnitude 3.9 on the Richter scale hit Jammu and Kashmir at 8:16 am on Tuesday. J&K's Disaster Management Department said the epicenter of the earthquake was 14 kilometers north of Srinagar. No casualty has been reported so far due to the quake. Prominent advocate was on Tuesday appointed a judge of the Jammu and Kashmir High Court. According to a Law Ministry notification, Javed Iqbal Wani has been appointed a judge of the Common High Court of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Union Territory of Ladakh. His recommendation, made by the Supreme Court Collegium, was pending with the central government for the past few months. The recommendation was finally proceeded last week and the notification issued on Tuesday. Union Home Ministry on Tuesday ordered the transfer of 4 officers from J&K to Ladakh and 1 from Ladakh to J&K. The officers transferred from J&K to Ladakh include Ajit Kumar Sahu, Ravinder Kumar, Bhim Sen Tuti and Rajiv Pandey, while Sargun has been transferred from Ladakh to J&K, said the MHA in an order. Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha held a protest and burnt an effigy of Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan on the killing of Ajay Pandita, Congress Sarpanch in Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistani terrorists killed an elected Sarpanch out of frustration. We have staged this protest against Imran Khan and terrorists, said Arun Dev Singh, President BJYM, Jammu and Kashmir. Unidentified terrorist fired upon Pandita at Lok Bhavan in Anantnag. He later succumbed to his injuries at a hospital. Authorities on Tuesday morning halted the traffic movement on Baramulla-Handwara road after a suspected explosive material was spotted by the security forces in an orchard in Rafiabad area. Reports said that the suspected material was found at an orchard in Tragpura area of Rafiabad Tuesday morning. A police official said a patrolling party of the army spotted the suspicious object on Baramulla-Handwara highway, following which a bomb disposal squad team was called to the spot. Army's bomb disposal squads on Tuesday destroyed a mortar shell in Dardkot village of Uri town of North Kashmir's Baramulla district, following information about the explosive substances in the area. An official said that Pakistan Army fired a number of mortar shells during in Rampur sector of Uri. The official said one of the shells landed in a Dardkot village but did not explode. They said army experts immediately rushed to the spot and destroyed the unexploded shell safely. A record rise in COVID-19 cases in India for the 7th consecutive day has pushed the tally to over 2.6 lakh on Tuesday, with the daily nationwide spike in coronavirus cases inching close to 10,000. The rise in cases comes at a time when the country has stepped out of a 75-day coronavirus lockdown, with malls, religious places and offices opening in several parts of the country under strict conditions. Several states like Haryana, Jammu and Kashmir, Assam, Haryana, Karnataka, Chhattisgarh and Tripura, among others, have been showing a spurt in cases. Union Minister of Human Resource Development Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank on Tuesday said that the centre is planning to reduce the syllabus and instructional hours for schools in the next academic year. The HRD minister also invited suggestions from teachers and educationalists in this regard and asked them to tag their posts with hashtag syllabus for students 2020 on social media. The All Jammu and Kashmir Panchayat Conference on Tuesday condemned the killing of a Sarpanch by terrorists in Anantnag district, saying such cowardly attacks would not deter it from strengthening democracy in the grassroots level of the Union Territory. The AJKPC reiterated its demand for security to its members and also advocated an adequate compensation to the family of the deceased.
बड़ा अच्छा कार्य जो है पंचायत कॉन्फ्रेंस का कर रहे थे। कल उनकी हत्या की गई और ये हत्या डेमोक्रेसी के ऊपर बहुत बड़ा एक हमला है, ये जमहूरियत के ऊपर हमला है, ये लोकतंत्र के ऊपर हमला है।
Suspended Jammu and Kashmir Deputy Superintendent Devinder Singh, arrested while ferrying two Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists in a vehicle on the Srinagar-Jammu highway earlier this year, moved in Delhi High Court on Tuesday seeking bail. Singh and two other accused in the case, Irfan Shafi Mir and Sayyid Naveed Mushtaq, moved the applications, claiming they are not required for the custodial interrogation. The court is scheduled to hear the matter on Wednesday. The head of the World Health Organization warned that the coronavirus pandemic is worsening globally, even as the situation in Europe is improving. At a press briefing, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus noted that about 75% of cases reported to the UN Health Agency on Sunday came from 10 countries in the Americas and South Asia. He noted that more than 1 lakh cases have been reported on 9 of the past 10 days and that the 1,36,000 cases reported Sunday was the biggest number so far. Ahead of the next round of military talks scheduled to start this week, troops in India and China have disengaged on the ground at multiple locations in eastern Ladakh. The talks between the two armies are going to be held this week at multiple locations including Patrolling Point 14, Patrolling Point 15 and Hot Springs area. Because of the talks to be held in the next few days and the Lieutenant General level talks held on June 6th, the Chinese army has pulled back its troops from the Galwan Valley, PP-15 and Hot Springs in eastern Ladakh area by 2 to 2.5 kilometers.